We have the MOTU Origins cartoon collection version of the savage henchman known as Beastman in our hot little hands, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the review. And before we dive into the review, smash that like button, turn on notifications, and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss a beat. Hey everyone, welcome back to Toy Habits Reviews, and we are taking a detailed look at the Masters of the Universe Origins cartoon collection, Beastman, and comparing him to his Masters of the Universe Origins counterpart. So let's start off like we usually do and take a look at the packaging. With the cartoon collection, it brings a totally brand new card front to the line, and it looks gorgeous with the 1980s burst and all of the colors with Castle Grayskull behind the figure. And if you turn it around to the back, you can see the wonderful illustration, and this is from the Dragon Invasion episode. And you can also see the cross-sell on the back, and it is the inaugural release of He-Man, Man-at-Arms, Skeletor, and Beastman in this cartoon collection. And of course, he includes his hover ray, and it's just a great presentation all around. And it's just so beautiful, and it will look great in your collection. Beastman comes with a really cool comic, and you can see on the inside it is a story about Beastman donning the masks of power. He-Man, Stratos, and the Sorceress are also there, as well as the Skeleton Warriors making a cameo. It's a neat little comic, so give it a read and don't toss it in the recycle bin. And taking a look at Beastman out of the package, the head sculpt is amazing, and you can see it's brand new. They have some nice paint details on his ears that also match his face, which resembles the MOTU Filmation cartoon. He also has the blue under his eyes, and he has a nice snarly grin with a nice line going through the front of his skull all the way to the back. And as you can see, my figure has some paint slop on it. I'm not sure if they just packed the figure up while the paint was still drying, but you can see some blemishes all around. But Beastman comes with some newly sculpted armor, and it's not going to be as detailed as the previous MOTU Origins versions because it is from the cartoon where a lot of the detail is not present. He also has some really nice definition in his back muscles as well, and you can see what the armor looks like in the back. And turning him around to the front, he has that nice blue medallion right in the center of his chest. And looking at his arms, he does come with a single-horned shoulder armor, which looks really nice. And again, it's really basic just because the Filmation cartoon, you don't see a lot of that detail, but we can see the new sculpted arms as well as the wrist cuffs there, and they match the armor. So his biceps and forearms look great. And that takes care of the upper body, and they really did a fantastic job with this sculpt of Beastman, and I'm super happy with it. Now, moving down to the waist piece, we do see a very plain belt, and again, that is how he appeared in the Filmation cartoon. It's more of a mustard yellow or gold, which looks really nice, and he does have that light blue loincloth that matches his medallion. And moving around to the back, we can see his hiney with the same paint applications and paint sculpt there. He does come with the new quad buck, which looks really nice. They look really defined, and I wasn't really sure how I felt about this, but having it in hand, it's not that bad. And again, moving down to the boots, we do see more of a generic boot there, and it does have some sculpting to it, so that adds some nice displayability and depth and dimension to his feet. And that about does it for this Beastman figure, so let's move on to his weapons and accessories. Beastman comes with a couple great accessories. He comes with a repaint of his whip and the hover ray. And as you can see, it is a repaint of the whip handle, and it's red to match his armor, and it comes with a really long piece of string that acts like a whip, and hence it's his whip. All right, and moving on to his hover ray, this is a really neatly detailed piece, and there are components sculpted in the front and also on the sides here as well, and on the top. So it really pays homage to his hover ray as seen in the episode The Dragon Invasion, and as you can see, it's a really nice piece of MOTU history. One of the cooler aspects that this Beastman comes with is an extra gripping hand, and the original MOTU Origins figure came with a outstretched hand, and so he actually can never hold anything. And it's really neat because Beastman can hold the hover ray and you can pose him in some really cool poses, and it really looks like he is activating it from the Dragon Invasion episode. And here he is holding his whip, and it's a really simple piece with a very nice red handle that matches his armor, and it has a very long string to it, so you can put him in various poses to your liking, and you can kind of represent what he used to look like with the MOTU Origins version. And that does it for the Beastman part of this review, and let's move on to his Masters of the Universe Origins comparison. And looking at Beastman side by side, you can really get a sense of the dramatic color differences in the figures. So the Cartoon Collection Beastman has a much brighter orange color scheme, while the Origins Beastman regular version has a more deeper red color scheme. The shape of the armor is pretty much the same, as well as the shoulder armor as well. And you can get a good sense of also the back muscles, as the Cartoon Collection version does not have any hair. So this is a hairless Beastman. You can also see the whips are different colors, and you can also see the coloring in the loincloths and belts. And looking at them a little closer, you can also see that the armor is very similar in shape, but also the shoulder armor is different, and you can see the biceps sculpt on the Cartoon Collection versus the hairy sculpt on the MOTU Origins Beastman first release. And getting to look at those gorgeous quads that the Cartoon Collections come with, they come with more of like an X-shaped sculpt versus more of a solid muscle mass like the MOTU Origins original version came with. And if we start to go down and look at the feet and boots, you can also see that Beastman has some hairy shins, and he looks like he's wearing a shoe, but hey, Beastman's gotta be fashionable. And looking at the backs of the figures side by side, you can really get a sense of the muscle definition in the Cartoon Collection version and the similarities between their loincloths and belts. And moving down to the legs again, you can get a sense of the hairless version of Beastman, both on the back and the legs. So that about does it for this review of the Cartoon Collection Beastman, and don't forget to visit our website www.toyhabits.com, where you can see an outstanding still image review and photo shoot done by the one and only Toy Sorceress. So let us know what you think about this figure in the comments below. Are you excited for the Cartoon Collection? Thanks for tuning into this Toy Habits review, and don't forget to smash the like button on your way out, and if you have not subscribed, we would really appreciate it. See you next time.